Kia ora Canterbury, it is Thursday the 11th of December. Have you had a great day? Bit of shopping? Even Christmas shopping of late? Yeah, there's quite a lot of options out there, isn't there? And I've been actually embracing the whole online shopping. Very excited. I tell you what, always parcels arriving on my desk at work. It's, you know, oh, it's great. And I don't have to go to one mall. How's that? Now, Christmas tree and all about giving. Yes, we have our City Mission Christmas tree that's out front there. And once again, we have been inundated with presents, and a big thanks to the Dixon family for making such a wonderful effort. A Merry, Merry Christmas to you and to your whānau. Next up, Kaikoura, a wonderful escape and so close to Christchurch. Why don't you stay at the Kaikoura Boutique Hotel? We have a wonderful one night's accommodation and a waterfront view valued at $270 to give away. You just need to tell us exactly why you deserve to be the lucky recipient. Cakes, cakes. Always time for cake. And thanks to Original Foods team, we have some red velvet cakes to give away this Christmas. And for all of our competitions, really simple. You can either call on 03 3777 033. You can email us, go to our website maybe, ctv.co.nz, or Facebook us. We love your messages, so thank you very much. We will be announcing winners tomorrow. Wow, coming up on today's show, Shehad, awesome New Zealand band. They live in Melbourne most of the time. They're coming to Christchurch for New Year's, and we just arrived on our desk an awesome lot of prizes just for you, so we're going to talk about that a little later on. Snoopy's Christmas. Now, it's one of those songs you either love it or you hate it. So bad luck for you that don't like it, because we actually got it on the show today, because, you know, it's a bit of fun and we've got to embrace Christmas. But today we're getting all down and spiritual with our guru, Phyllis Brown. Do you like that?
I like that. That's lovely. Guru, I love that word.
Do you like that?
I do.
You just feel like you might have to cross your legs and sort of float above the set. Meditate.
Yes.
Now that would be cool, wouldn't it?
It would, Andrea, yes.
Have you had a good week?
I've actually had a really good week. It's been a very quick week, and I don't know quite where the time has gone. And like you, I'm shopping online because I'm not getting out to the shops. So thank goodness for the internet and the post office. It's just been wonderful. So yeah,
it's good, isn't it? Yeah, just got to embrace it.
You do.
Now today it's really intrigued me because I saw it and I was like, oh, Phyllis, are we delving in the old cults?
What's she talking about?
Are you setting up a cult on the West Coast or something?
So we're going to talk about indigo, crystal and rainbow children, and this is a concept that was brought forward in the 1990s by Doreen Virtue, a really well-renowned, globally well-renowned spiritual author. And lots of parents have found that they've got these sensitive children. They're not quite sure how to handle them or how to cope with their sensitivities or their personality quirks. And so when we talk about indigo, crystal and rainbow children, all we're really talking about is the colour of their auras. So everybody has an auric field, and it stretches out of our body, and you know, it's what we pick up on. It's our ESP. When we go into that room, we go, oh, this feels lovely, or oh my goodness, this doesn't feel nice. But these particular children are born with either a pure indigo, blue-violet aura, or the crystal children are opalescent, and then we've got the rainbow children. And it's their personality traits. In sort of the 1990s, Andrea, people were beginning to hear about ADHD, attention deficit disorder, and all of a sudden it just seems there was all of these children coming into existence who were quite difficult to handle, rebelled against authority, fussy food eaters, and it was just an evolution in human nature, humankind, really. And so we've got to deal with and adapt with those really special children, and you know, they are special, and they will stand up for what is right, and they will rebel against the conforms of, you know, the normality of life. But that makes it really difficult for the parents. It can be quite exhausting, and some parents, I know my sister-in-law has 4 children with ADHD.
Wow.
They all have attention deficit disorder, so they're all hyperactive all of the time, and so she just doesn't get a break from meeting their needs, and it can be quite difficult and it can be quite stressful. But it is about the parents having to adapt to a different way of coping with these types of children. So we've had the really rough patch, if you like, and then along come the crystal children. Now, I met your beautiful little boy with his bag of crystals.
Yes, no, Judy loves them.
Yeah, and he would be a crystal child.
Ah.
And so crystal children have a much softer energy. They're very loving, very giving, and those are the parents that, oh gosh, they're just so soft. Oh, they're forever bursting into tears, or they're always being hurt by their friends. And that's what crystal children are. They're very sensitive to everyone else's needs. They're very, very loving, very trusting, really into nature, plants, crystals, rocks, anything to do with Mother Earth. And so they've come in and they've created a much softer bond for those parents. And most parents with crystal children, and I know I'm one, I'll say, oh, I'm really blessed to have my boy. I feel really blessed. Or they're an absolute angel. And we're having to adapt to these different types of personality traits. And the way that, you know, we've got parents would say, well, in my day, it used to be like this. It was the 3 R's.
The classic line.
And that's it. So in my day, we were brought up like this, and in my day, we did this, and my husband does that as well. But we've got these modern children with different technology, a different way of educating themselves. They have access to so much information. And so it's accommodating these different personalities. And for the parents, it's really, it can be the hard basket sometimes. They've got to adapt. They've got to adapt to the children, not the children conforming to the parents.
And that's the issue too, is when you've got other children, you said about technology and it's a modern world as well, then you also have that pressure of, oh, well, they're not like so-and-so.
That's right, that's right. And they do stick out from a crowd. I know that for my boy, he is super sensitive, and he's still really super sensitive. So in secondary school, he didn't go out into the playground. He just spent all his time in the arts department cleaning up the palettes, you know, the paint palettes, the glue pots, and that's where he felt really safe. He didn't feel safe in that bigger environment. And so for us, we didn't force the issue, we didn't force him and say, well, you've got to go and mingle, or you have to go and mix, because there's just no point, because they would just rebel. It wouldn't fit with him. But what happened with him is that a little pod of very sensitive children, all dyslexic,
Right.
all with Asperger's or dyspraxia. They just couldn't cope with the normal social norm, and they all podded together. And so the art department must have been fantastic.
Yeah.
For
And
the
they're so
4 years
creative though.
Yes, they
That's
are.
the thing, that all those elements, they're just the most creative people. I mean, you know, my eldest son, he has dyspraxia.
Yeah.
And it's just a different way of learning. But he is so creative.
It is, it is.
There's definitely pluses.
There is pluses. Yeah. So I think for us as adults, we have to let go of what we think is normal, because that's what was in our time. That's how we were taught. And when my husband keeps going about, when he first went to school, he had a slate and a piece of chalk. Now he's only 50. He's not ancient by any means, but he was brought up in a very tiny, tiny village, in a small village school. Whereas now the kids, it's all technology, and in some instances they have to have their own tablet and they've got access to all this information. So we've got to catch up with them, but we've got to realise that what is their norm, their behaviour traits can't cope with some of the social situations. And we have to adapt to that. We have to think, well, okay, well, what is the best environment for you?
Well, in this environment right at the moment is, we need to go to commercial break, but we're going to continue this after the break with Phyllis. Stay with us.
Merry Christmas to you. They know that Santa's on his way.
The mission statement of Red and Black Sport is always to bring a voice to achievers in sport, be it Canterbury, New Zealand or internationally. We'll continue to do that here on CTV with Red and Black Sport. Don't miss it every week.
When we were kids, saving the world seemed like the easiest thing you could do. But the world has changed, and the problems are bigger than we'd ever imagined. People are starving, the environment is under pressure, the climate is changing fast, and we are running out of fresh water. There's so much distraction, it can get hard to see where you can make a difference. With so many other things going on, where do you start? Well, feeding the world gets a little easier when you start by planting the right seed. Protecting the future is possible when you know how and have help. And if we work together to tackle the big challenges, everyone can live well. At Lincoln, we're on a mission to feed the world, protect the future, and help everyone live well. So don't settle for just any future. Join us and make a difference.
Just 7 minutes north of Christchurch, Silverstream is a unique residential community carefully planned and developed within a rich and natural environment. A family home or terraced villas, Silverstream offers a wide range of living options for every stage of life. The show homes are open. You can select your section, design your home and choose your builder. Purchase the house and land package or the terraced villa for streamside living. Silverstream, a community for everyone. It's closer than you think.
Whatever the adventure, Abbey Road is Kaikoura's streetwear specialist. With a wide range of clothing for any weather and any condition, including possum merino, Abbey Road has you covered. Abbey Road Kaikoura.
Hi, I'm Mark and welcome to Staywell Pharmacy.
At Staywell Pharmacy, we do more than just dispense prescriptions. As Canterbury's most experienced supplier of compression hosiery and travel socks, our friendly staff can assist you with all your needs when it comes to looking after your health. Whether you're recovering from surgery, taking that overseas trip, or wanting to stop those tired, aching legs, Staywell Pharmacy has you covered. Bookings are essential. For a new direction in your future health, call us today. Staywell Pharmacy. Live well, stay well.
Southern Newsweek is an Otago-based news bulletin. Watch this every week to stay in touch with what's happening in and around your community. Stay in the know with Southern Newsweek, 11 a.m. Saturdays, right here on CTV.
I'll be home for Christmas.
Well, we're back with Phyllis and we're doing a little bit of reading, but not of the book kind. Phyllis, I've just given you one of my rings.
You have. So people ask me how I do my readings, and I use a technique called psychometry, which is where I just bring in or hold an object that somebody has or they give to me. So when I'm holding your ring, they just instantly take me to a vision of you with your boys, because your boys are really precious to you and you want the absolute very best for them. And it feels like it's like you've come to the end of what has been a really long journey with your boys this year in terms of trying to keep them happy and trying to accommodate their needs. So we talked about a little bit about, you know, the learning processes as adults. We're trying to accommodate our children's needs. I see also that, you know...
I'm a bit nervous, to be fair, Phyllis. You're sharing this with a lot more people than just me, love.
I'm trying not to be too personal. But I see you sort of in your beautiful high heels, and I just feel that next year it's like you're going to be stepping up a little bit. So you've really stepped up this year, and you've sort of grown into this role, and you've sort of tapped into an aspect of your personality which people really love around. You have to say, you create a huge buzz. But it feels like you're going to be out and about doing a little bit more. So whether there's more programme material for you or another adventure in terms of you being in front of the camera, it just feels like you're going to have to step up, Andrea.
Maybe just platform shoes, lovely. Do you think?
No.
Okay.
The Lady Gaga stuff's not coming in. No, I'm not seeing the wedges. I'm not seeing the big boots.
Right.
But it just feels like you've got more opportunities coming. And I think it's just then having the balance between yourself and your family and creating that nice environment. But it just feels like from February next year, busy. You've got the diary in one hand, you've got the children in the other, and getting that balance. But you're set up. Whatever you've put in this year in terms of your boys, it will carry through, and then the success just blossoms from there.
Oh, lovely.
So you've got a big time, a big year ahead.
Later. I'm sure there's a bit of editing it as you go along.
I am.
That's neat.
But people when they come for reading, they can bring things that belong to people that have passed over.
Oh,
and
really?
so we can connect to their energies as well. And we use psychometry all the time. So even when we're in shopping, etc., we're picking up food and we put it back down, we'll pick up the can next door. And it's just that vibration. It's just like, well, it's the same tin of beans, but we're going to take that tin instead of that tin. So psychometry is something we use all the time. It's about vibration and feeling vibration. And we're so instinctual, we just do it without even recognising that what we're doing. But that's the main method that I use in connecting to people's energy.
I guess for some people as well, when they lose, say, a loved one very quickly, they have a lot of questions, don't they?
They
that are
do.
unanswered. Do you find that people come to you, as you said, with a an item of jewellery or something for them?
They do. They come, I think they just want to know that their loved one is safe and that their loved one is comfortable, let's say, in where they are. So people come if there's a little bit of mystery as to how they've passed over or why they've passed over. So again, if people shorten their lives by their own hand, then people want to know the whys and wherefores of that. And having experienced a suicide in our own family, it's a huge process. It's a big thing to go through. So yes, people will come with little mementos or handmade things, jewellery. Men come with clothes. Right. Widowers tend to come with their wives' clothes. It's very unusual, but it seems to be a process that I find quite often, whereas the women tend to come with a photograph. Okay. And it's just that tactile process, I think, for the men. It's just they're holding on to that item and it brings them comfort. And then we share that comfort in the session.
That's wonderful. Well, we definitely need to go to your website, make contact if you think this is probably something for you. But it's some great things you said there. Now,
our angel card.
Yes, our angel card for today.
Oh, which camera we're going to. So we've got Archangel Raphael. I think we need that. So he's here to give us healing, help support us if we're a bit stressed. The Christmas stress is beginning to build up. It's a beautiful emerald ray, so you can't remember his name, just bring in the beautiful green ray and you've got Archangel Raphael just by your side.
The healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work.
Yeah, just so anything that you're doing. So bring him into the office party, in the car, in the traffic. Just surround yourself in a beautiful green vibe and you'll have Archangel Raphael there.
Oh, how fantastic.
Beautiful.
Oh, well. We'll see you again next week, my lovely.
We will.
You have a wonderful week and do a little bit of that Christmas shopping as well.
I will.
Thank you for the reading. I feel quite humbled, so thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Now, from one extreme to the complete other, She Had, awesome New Zealand band. We find out about a fantastic concert that's coming up for New Year's. Stay with us.
Born is the King of
Take a Break showcases some of the best that the South Island has to offer. From fun-filled adventures, great places to eat and stay, and of course beautiful scenic landscapes. Take a break, don't miss it.
If you're looking for a real estate agent that is willing to go the extra mile to give you complete peace of mind, then look no further. Karen and Barry Ellis from Harcourt's Twist Care Realty are here to work for you. They believe in their brand and actively work to get you the best possible result. From start to finish, Karen and Barry Ellis will take the stress and hassle out of buying or selling. Karen and Barry Ellis, licensed agent REAA 2008.
Best friend on holiday to snuggle in boarding Canterbury. We pride ourselves on having a safe, clean and fun environment for your feline companion. With luxury heated rooms, private courtyard, comprehensive menu and room service provided by trained staff and vet nurses, Snuggle In is simply the best for your pet.
Come on down to Ferrymead Golf. Care for a game of paintball? How about some swings on the old driving range? Or on our par 3 9-hole golf course? Test your skills on the mini golf course or have a go at the airgun shooting range. Then relax at the Wow Cafe with one of our super succulent Wow Burgers. Whether you want to perfect your swing or are looking for a fun family day out, come down to Ferrymead Golf, 50 Ferrymead Park Drive, right next to the Ferrymead Heritage Park.
Make a date every Thursday night. The Owl and the Pussycats have returned. I'm the Owl and the women will be the panel. Make sure you get your letters and correspondence in and we'll answer your queries every Thursday, 8:30 here on CTV.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Seriously, that probably wasn't the most wonderful intro as music. I mean, it is Christmas time, but what I'm talking about now is She Had, some serious hardcore rock. I had the great fortune to see them actually here a few weeks ago. Remember the Sky Arena did their first live concert and was right here at Horncastle Arena. It was an awesome, awesome concert. They're great guys. They're getting a bit older now and they're just sort of chilling out, but the music is still awesome. Well, we'll look around the set. We've got Davey getting all the shots here. She Had have been very, very, very generous and have got mega amount of tops, t-shirts, CDs to give away. We've even got tickets to give away. It's simple as that. Just call us or go to our Facebook page 3777 and you could win. These tops are cool, and just quietly, I might just see if I can sneak one behind a pillow, but that's okay. But the concert is 31st of December, of course, at 7 o'clock in the Cathedral Square. It's R18 event. Too awesome. Tell you what is awesome, Christmas time at Valentine's, and I was very fortunate to catch up with the CEO, Maria.
Who are dear to us, gather near to us once more.
The C word is well and truly alive at Valentine's, and I'm not talking anything but Christmas. I know, you've got to really embrace it now, and that you can do that by coming down to Valentine's. And I'm joined by Maria. Thank you, Maria. This is incredible. The shop is looking fantastic. And all get up for Christmas?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's traditional that Valentine's, our customers and Canterburyans alike, it's the Christmas experience that we offer. And it all starts obviously with our Christmas window opening and of course Cup and Show Week.
Yeah, that's right. And of course tomorrow, ladies, in case you have forgotten, there is the wonderful gallops out at Riccarton, so you could get a last minute purchase, couldn't you, Maria?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been very fortunate to see many Canterbury customers in getting their Cup and Show Week attire, from fascinators to shoes, so there's a few last minute dresses available, and of course the team are ready to do makeup and hair.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And you get that, you just summed it up there. It's a service. That is what we get at Valentine's. That is the difference, isn't it?
Yes, I like to think so. It's all about the customer experience, and that's what we focus on to set us apart, really. People expect it when they come into Valentine's, and they like to shop here and spend a couple of hours. So they'll visit the 2 or 3 cafes and shop. And hopefully our staff, which are our treasures, and we know it's not easy for customers getting in. You know, they're very loyal and resilient. So we like to make it worth their while when they do come in.
And you touched on cafe, and of course you've got that beautiful Nespresso tasting centre now. That is amazing.
Yes, look, we're very fortunate, and I think it's obviously, you know, the synergy for us again was on that customer experience that they offer, and we like to try and put as much theatre and event within the store, and they're just a perfect partner to deliver that.
Tell us about the whole retail feeling about here in the CBD now.
Yes, look, I think now starting to feel like green shoots are appearing. There's a lot of development and progress being made, and I think I've heard many times 10,000 city workers by 2016. That's music to our ears. We're really excited, so yeah, looking forward to future strategy.
Do you feel a lot of weight on your shoulders, Valentine's, being the beacon?
Oh, I think we certainly, again, through our customers' loyalty and support, we're 160 years old, so I think that they have continued to support us and enabled us to trade through difficult times, but now I think it's just looking very bright, and I think we're really, as a team, merchandise team, looking at what the needs are for the future, and that may change, and again, with that customer experience and theatre, there'll be elements of surprise and delight coming your way.
Well, we love being delighted.
Yes.
160 years, how do you get it so right at Valentine's?
Look, I think again, staff, again, because of that customer service, quality merchandise and quality service. It's that simple. And Retail 101 is shuffling the deck. It's always looking for, you know, exciting product that's going to meet the needs. And I think in Christchurch, it's been having aspirational product, but also product that are needs and essentials, such as people replacing items for their home. So yeah, we're well positioned for the future.
What can you see for the future then for the CBD, and of course Valentine's being that beacon to shine through?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting. I think once we get a combination of that hospitality element, which will obviously keep customers in here and have opportunities to, you know, shop and then go out for dinner and dine and so forth, and other retailers supporting us, you know, we're looking forward to welcoming those neighbours in, but it has that critical mass that we're all missing.
So make sure you come down to Valentine's, not today, not tomorrow, every week you need to come in because it's changing all the time. It's Valentine's. Yeah. Getting up close and personal with old George was quite lovely, to be fair. Hey, another thing that's quite lovely is, speaking of lovely, is I'm off tonight to Taitapu. Yes, I'm there for the South Island Ronald McDonald Fashion on the Polo Field fundraiser. Very cool, so I'll be emceeing tonight. We're taking down a camera, so we'll get all the bits and bobs and share that with you. Of course, Ronald McDonald House doing so much wonderful work, providing accommodation every night of the week for families that have children that are at hospital from the age of under 21. So they need, and it's all, it's not government funded, so they have to fundraise all of the time. So it's my great pleasure that I'll be emceeing that tonight, you know. So there'll be some lovely fashion in that, and even Ange Stone, yep, our friend here, she'll be there, as well as also the horses, yep, there'll be polo, that's right. Per and lure out on the Pyramid here, or the Pyrenees, so that should be quite nice. But now, Snoopy's Christmas, I did promise that you may not like it if you don't like Snoopy's Christmas, but come on now, get into the Christmas spirit. It's an awesome music video and it does make you smile or might make you grimace. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I've been very sport today with a reading, haven't I? I hope you have a wonderful evening and you take care, and I will see you tomorrow.